What's up, everybody? Welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me. I appreciate you guys being here. Let's go ahead and get on into the video. All right, guys, welcome, as I said before, to my very last AlignerCo update video. Yes, your girl is finally done. Sort of. So basically, what I do on this video is basically just give you guys an update on my progress and from start to finish. And today's video is actually finish. I am currently wearing my last aligners. They are what, number 20. So I've been wearing 20 aligners for 2 weeks. So it's been an average time of about 40 weeks, because Lord knows that I can't do math to save my life. So it's been about 40 weeks. And this is where we are so far. The front gap is closed pretty much. And yeah, no one really noticed, but there was a tooth down here at the bottom that was kind of pushed back further. So it kind of looked like this. If you get my drift, it kind of looked like that. And so we managed to bring that tooth forward over. And so yeah, so I don't really know where I don't really remember where I stopped in my last video. I know that I think I was talking about bleeding gums and still experiencing pain with the aligners. And yeah, so let's start there. So I can't remember exactly what number tray that was, but yeah, there was some off and on bleeding at that time. But since that video, I have not experienced any further issues in that area, which is why the lack of update videos. You know, it's been like, I don't know, I think I've done about 5, maybe 6 trays since that video, and I haven't had any bleeding. I haven't had any much pain at all. So I didn't really feel the need to come on camera and talk about what's been going on, because literally nothing has been going on, like nothing. Okay, I think trays 16 and 17 or 15 and 16, one of those. Anyway, there was 3 trays since my last video that I was having trouble fitting at the bottom here. So what was happening was the front of the tray would fit, and then the back, both sides on the back here and here, they would not lay down on the tooth. They would just kind of like poke up just like that. And it was stupid annoying. I would have to like hold the front down and then try and hold the back down too, so that it would fit, and it would just pop up and pop up. And it only did that though for like the first night. Once I bit down on it and got it together, the next day I no longer had that issue. And you know, hindsight being 2020, I probably should have purchased those chewies that AlignerCo kept recommending, because they probably would have helped with those particular issues that I was having later on in my treatment. But other than that, I haven't had any other issues. So there was really, again, no need for me to come on the camera and give you guys an update, because literally nothing was happening. So let me just give you my overall experience with AlignerCo, starting from the beginning all the way up until now. If you have not seen my first videos, I'll probably go ahead and link that video in the cards for you guys, just in case you haven't seen the first one. That one's a little longer than the rest of my other videos, because I was going from, you know, the kit, how long it took me to do the kit, how long it took me to get the aligners after the kit, and things like that. So most of you may know, I started, of course, during the pandemic. I think it was last year. I started last year in mid-June, I want to say, and up until now, which is, you know, late March. And so when I first started, you know, the pandemic has pretty much just popped off really hard, and I didn't honestly think this was gonna probably work. You know, I'm like, nobody's at work, everybody's out of work, nobody's at the office, nothing's going to happen. But I was wrong. They were even at that time was answering my emails on a Saturday, you know, when nobody was at work Monday through Friday. So I found that to be really, really amazing customer service. I did struggle with doing my initial kit because I just didn't know what I was doing, and I forgot Google was a thing and YouTube. So so I kind of struggled through that. You're initially supposed to provide four good impressions of your teeth, 2 top, 2 bottom. However, I was only able to provide 1 top, 1 bottom. So I was a little afraid that they weren't going to be able to work with that, but never fear, they totally did. I do advise you to watch a YouTube video and Google if you're struggling with doing your initial kit with all the putty and stuff like that in there, because that will save you so much time and so much daggone putty. Okay. So much putty. Okay. And they give you a few of the little canisters of putty so you can practice. But yeah, had I Googled it, I would have never went through so much of it. Never. So Google, YouTube is your friend. Okay, so and up until then, so after that, you know, it was standard pictures every time I went to the next step in my program. And they were very on top of it, If I woke up one Monday, when I had forgotten to take pictures and send them in, and it was like 6 a.m. I believe, and I was getting up, and I seen this email coming through from AlignerCo saying, hey, you know, where your pictures at? You forgot to send us your pictures. Where your pictures at? And I had to tell them, hey, I'm sorry. You know what I'm saying? I usually send these pictures. I usually change my aligners on a Saturday evening, and then I take the photos and send it in Monday morning. I have just simply forgot to take the pictures that time, and AlignerCo definitely reminded me. So they were very on top of it, especially in the beginning. But I will have to say that later into my program, like way later, like I want to say maybe 17, 18, they started to get a little bit lax. And what I mean by that is they would be on me on Monday. If there was no picture submitted by Monday morning, I was getting emails, back-to-back emails. Where's your pictures? And then somewhere down the line, it started to get later on in the Mondays when I would get reminders about the photos. Now, to be fair, I was on top of it, but there was some times where I would forget, or I would send them in late. I would say that. So instead of it being there, instead of me taking those pictures on Saturday, sending them in on Sunday, which I was normally doing, sometimes I would get up and be like, oh crap, I forgot to send that email, and I would send it in that Monday. But I would try, but the goal was to send it in before they sent me back an email asking where they were. And one time I completely forgot. It totally slipped my mind, and I noticed that Monday, later on that evening, I did not receive an email from them asking where the pictures were. So I thought that was weird. I was like, okay, you know, either they trust me or somebody just, you know, they so busy they haven't even realized that they haven't received my pictures. And then I realized one day, and then just to test the theory on what was going on, I purposely did not send my pictures in until about Tuesday, and I still hadn't heard from them. I was like, wow. So I'm guessing they getting real busy now, real busy. So I was like, all right then, whatever. I just sent my photos in and waited for their reply back, and it came just not as fast as it usually did. So I'm guessing, like I said, business must be picking up. And then now, currently, with everything opening back up now, I imagine that this was the perfect time to finish my treatment. All right, so my overall thought on AlignerCo, this is an amazing company, okay? They are still very more attentive, still have less clients than all the bigger, more well-known invisible aligners like Bite and Smile Direct Club and even Invisalign. So, and they're way less expensive. If you end up paying full price for this program, it's gonna only cost you about $1,100. Unlike like the other two I mentioned, Bite, Smile Direct Club, and Invisalign, where it's like $1,800, $2,400, and like $5,000 or something like that, and you get pretty much the same results. Okay, so I definitely would recommend AlignerCo 100%. Also, you can ask for a referral code if you are someone like me who does, YouTube or anything like that, and you want to do this journey and you want to document this journey. You can ask for a referral code that can help save your followers like $100 on their Smile Advantage program, on their Smile Advantage program, which is the one where you pay all of the amount up front. And so instead of $1,100, it'll be like, or $1,145, it'll be $1,045. I end up paying $945 for mine, $945, because this is how I did it, guys. Because somebody asked me in the comment section, how did you get it for $945? This is what I did, right? I was on there, I was stalking their website. I was on it, I was off of it. I was on it, I was off of it. And you know how they do, how those algorithms does. You know how the algorithm is. You go on there a couple sites. Go on there a couple of times, and it's like you don't buy. You go back on, but you don't buy. So they're like, okay, she or he is considering, what do we need to do to push them over the edge, right? So then I guess my frequent visiting of the website triggered their algorithm to go ahead and send me this deal saying, hey, if you go ahead and do the Smile Advantage program right now, we're going to give you $200 off, and it's going to be $945. And boom, it worked, because I think the next day or the day after that or whatever, I had got my first stimulus check, and I went and spent that mug, honey. All right, I went and got that for the $945 they were offering. So if you're looking to get it a little less expensive than the $1,145, then just keep frequenting the website, and then leave, I guess. So, and then that'll probably trigger their algorithms and be like, hey, she or he is probably thinking about buying it, and let's see if we can push them over the edge with this $200 discount, And I didn't do that for that reason. That's just what happened. So if you're thinking about it, try that, see if that works. So yeah. So the disappointing news about this treatment, and why I say I'm technically done, but not really done. Okay, so my next step is going to be my retainers. That'll be these bad boys right here. I don't know if you can see it because my lights are bright as hell. But these are my retainers, okay? Now, my initial thoughts was that I was going to be in these retainers for, I guess, the rest of my life or something like that. Whatever. I knew I was going to have to keep retainers on me and be wearing them at night, but at night only. So that was what that was my mindset, okay? And so my thing was, I was going to buy these retainers, which I already purchased. I was going to buy a second set so that, if these broke or I lost them somehow, I had a backup set. Well, after I sent my pictures for my last one, they sent me an email back. And when I tell you the content of this email ruined my week, it high-key ruined my week, okay? The contents of this email stated that I would be, congratulations, finished your program, or you're almost finished, right? Almost finished. And I'm like, what you mean almost? I'm done. No. They was like, okay, so now you have your your retainers. And so what you're going to do is you're going to continue to wear your retainers for 20 to 22 hours for 3 months. Y'all, that's what I've been doing. 20 to 24 hours? One of them. I've been wearing these bad boys all day. And now they're saying that my retainers we're going to mimic the same thing for an additional 3 months. Y'all know I was butthurt. I was like, no, because I was super, super excited about being free, man. Not having to worry about brushing these things every time I put them in my mouth. Now having to worry about hurry up and rushing to eat so I can put them back in my mouth and they're not out too long. I was like stupid excited. I was telling my sister, I was telling my husband, I was telling everybody who was listening that I'm about to be done with this treatment. It's about to be on. It's about to be lit, y'all. And then they come back with that, you got to do this for 3 more months. I was like, what? Nah. I had to read that email again. Because when I finally understood it, I was so sad, y'all. I was so sad. I was like, it was really equivalent. The feeling that I had was really equivalent to them being like, you've been in jail for like 8, 9 months, and they tell you 2 weeks before, they tell you, oh, in 2 weeks you about to get out of jail, girl. They about to release you, girl. You did your time, you good. And then 2 weeks before you get out, they like, oh, by the way, sorry, you got 3 more months actually. You're like, you mad, you feeling real crunchy, right? Anyway, so the email proceeds to say, after the 3 months, month 4, 5, and 6, you can wear your aligners for 15 hours a day. I'm like, and it just keeps getting worse. Okay, so first of all, 15 hours, what a weird amount of hours. And do you know what you're doing in 15 hours? Okay, so you sleep in 8 of them. So that means you got 6, I'm like, what is that? Sorry, 6, 7 hours where you're at work. Who's remembering to take these out and put them back in? I was like, I just rolled my eyes at this point. And then they were like, month 7, you can wear them at night only. And I'm just like, so 7 more months? 7 more months. You got me all the way to the finish line to tell me, oh girl, there's still another 3 miles to go. Y'all don't even know how irritated I was. So irritated. So low-key, I don't know what I'm gonna do. You know what I'm saying? Because I really am not trying to do this for another 7 months, for one. But mostly, who the heck is trying to continue wearing these things for 3 more months? The same way I've been wearing these. I don't know, man, y'all. I'm not advising any of you guys to not follow instructions or directions or whatever, but I don't know what I'm gonna do. Shoot, I might do this. I might do it for 3 weeks and then just go straight to the 15 hour one until my 7th month. I don't know, I'm thinking about it. I'm still considering what I'm gonna do. Anyway, but I'm supposed to change into these aligners tonight. I know my first 2 weeks at least, I'm just continue wearing them the way I wear these all the freaking time. And I'm just gonna see how things are progressing. But yeah, so that is the story. That is the story up until now. Like I said before, no more bleeding gums, no more pain. AlignerCo has been pretty great throughout the experience. And yeah, my retainers are going to be in for another 7 months, with 3 months being most of the daggone day. That's it for this update, y'all. I know it was a real quick one, but like I said, nothing's been really going on, and I'm done technically with this but yeah, so here is what we're looking like still. I hope you guys can see that. You know what, I'm gonna bring you guys in a little bit closer so you guys can see a little better. All right. Good morning, guys. Please forgive my appearance. I just woke up. I haven't started getting ready for the day just yet. Why I came on here is because I realized I didn't show you guys what my retainers look, how they look on the with them inserted, and I then wanted to give you guys an overall look of how my teeth look without any aligners in them, because I realized throughout this process I have not done that. So let's go ahead and do that right now. So I'm in my bathroom and I'm gonna show you guys what my retainers look like now that I've completed my program, pretty much, technically, sort of. So my retainers are currently in right now, and this is what they look like. You guys can kind of see them right here at the top. So this is these are the ones that have to be in for the same as my previous trays, for like 20 to 22 hours per day. I'm still trying to figure out what I'm gonna do about that, because I'm not sure I want to do that. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and remove them, and then I'm gonna show you what my teeth look like now that my program has technically been completed. And here we are. So these are my teeth after said program has been completed. So this is where we're staying. And if you guys remember,
my first video, that huge gap in my front teeth. It was crazy. So now I have like a small gap here, which is fine because it's really not that noticeable at all. Not nowhere near as noticeable as the gap I had in my front teeth. The teeth at the top are a bit spaced out, and that's okay because I am missing like 4 teeth at the top. I had 4, 6. I'm missing 6 because I did have quite a few pulled while I was in the military. So I didn't expect the top to be all close together. And I guess, you know, somewhere down the line, I could probably get veneers to make that look better if I want. So that's also an option as well. But yeah, here it is. Completed 20 trays, 40 weeks. And now I'm on my retainers. So yeah.
All right, guys, I want to go ahead and thank you guys for rocking with me this entire 9 months or 8.5 months. It's been a adventure. I will say that. Having to, you know, adapt and overcome with these aligners have been definitely a challenge in some days and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, thank you so much. And for all the people who started their journeys because they watch my videos, I want to congratulate you guys. I want to say that I'm rooting for you guys. And if you guys have any questions about where you are and about how I dealt with some of the pain or how I, you know, moved and progressed through my journey, feel free to leave those comments down below, those questions down below, and I will always get to them, because it's not a whole bunch of you guys asking questions, but that's cool. That gives me an opportunity to answer all of them. So yeah, that's gonna be it for me, y'all. All right, guys, thank you so much again for joining me. I appreciate you. And yeah, congratulations and good luck to those who are currently on the journey. And for those who are thinking about the journey, I say go right ahead. Get your smile on, okay? All right, guys, thank you so much. I'll see you in the next video.